Today we'll be looking at a momentum question. Our question is, an 86 kg man is running at 16 meters per second, has a collision with a bear who is 190 kgs, and moves at 12 meters per second. After the collision, the bear is still moving at 9.5 meters per second. What is the man's new velocity? To paint this picture in your head, we have a man who is moving at 16 meters per second with a mass of 86 kg. We have a bear who's moving at 12 meters per second with a mass of 190 kg. After the collision, the bear is still moving at 9.5 meters per second. We're trying to find the man's new velocity. First, we can calculate the momentum of the man using the momentum formula, P equals mv. Reminding you that the man has a mass of 86 kg and is moving at 16 meters per second. We can calculate the man's momentum keeping the formula in mind. So we'll multiply 86 times 16, which gets us his momentum of 1,376 kg meters per second. We'll label it with the subscript 1 as it's our first momentum found. We can do the same for the bear, who I will remind you has a mass of 190 kg and is moving at 12 meters per second. Keeping the formula in mind, we can calculate the bear's momentum, 190 times 12, which gives us his momentum of 2,280 kg meters per second. We'll label it with the subscript 2 as it's our second momentum found. We also know that after the collision, the bear is moving at 9.5 meters per second. So we can find his new momentum after the collision. Keeping the formula in mind, we'll multiply 190 times 9.5 to get his new P after the collision of 1,805 kg meters per second. We'll label it with the subscript 3 as it's our third momentum found. We can now find the change in momentum using the formula change in P equals P2 minus P1. Keeping the formula in mind, I will remind you that P2 was the bear's momentum of 2,280 kg meters per second, and P1 was the man's momentum, 1,376 kg meters per second. Plugging this into the formula, we will get 904 kg meters per second is our change in momentum. We can now find the man's new momentum using the formula P4 equals change in P minus P3. I will remind you that our change in P was 904 kg meters per second, and our P3 was the momentum of the bear after the collision, 1,805 kg meters per second. So our P4 is 901 kg meters per second. We can now find the velocity of the man, as we just found his momentum after the collision, which was P4, I will remind you. So we can find his new velocity with the formula V equals P over M. So we'll take his momentum and we will divide it by his mass. So we get his new velocity of 10.5 meters per second. Continuing. Thank you for watching this momentum question, and I hope it cleared up any trouble you were having.